Me 21M and my GF 22 don't know what to do. This is a very long one. I apologize for any grammar or spelling mistakes. Typing this on a phone at 2 a.m. and also English isn't my first language. Me 21M and my GF 22F have been seeing each other for 8 months. This is my first serious relationship while she's had plenty of experiences. Met her on a dating app. I made it clear on day one that I was not looking for anything, just needed a platonic friendship. She agreed to, but yeah, didn't go according. I don't do casual stuff and made it clear that I'm not interested in anything casual. The first month she was in her hometown due to college holidays, and when she came back we started hanging out and mostly went out for drives. She's an introvert, had like 2 or 3 friends in this city. One day she came to my house at midnight from a party and wouldn't leave unless I came down. She was drunk. She told me to take her to a secluded place, and yeah, she made a move on me. I didn't stop, and I would be lying if I said that I didn't have anything for her, even if it was small part. After that day we would always hang out regularly like a couple. I started having feelings for her, she did too. Then one day something happened. The guy she was seeing before me for like 1.5 months passed away in a tragic accident. She told me on call that it was a situationship and nothing serious. For 1 month she was grieving, and I was there for her since she had no one in this city. I told her I wanted something serious since I was not interested in casual. She promised me that she wasn't seeing anyone or going out with them even though she was on dating apps. She told me I was free to see anyone while she won't. I told her if she's not seeing anyone then I won't too. Things were going good for a while. One day while we were out on a drive a guy called her. He was a guy she met on Hinge while we were platonic, and she even went out on a date with him before I had feelings. I grew suspicious. One day, I know this is very wrong, but checked her phone. My heart shattered when I read their messages. She was talking to him and multiple other guys on apps. Even though she promised she wouldn't, she did that. I blew up. We had a very nasty fight and I learned some new things. 1. The guy who passed away. They were serious. It wasn't a situationship. They broke up because he was seeing others while keeping her around. Even went out on a date while she left the city for college. After his death, she suddenly started loving him like crazy. 2. She also left him because she had feelings for me and felt more connected with me. If I had known this, I wouldn't have entertained her. She told me she doesn't want to see me anymore. I agreed. During our 3-week break, she did check up on me like 4 times but didn't want to meet me. This period was the darkest in my life as something tragic happened in my life. I had no one, not my friends and not the girl that I loved. I started following healthy habits, got back into my routine, and was starting to feel my old self back until she saw me in college once. I had classes like twice a week since it's my last year. She ran up to me and we started talking. She wouldn't leave me after that. We made plans to meet that night. She told me she missed me like crazy and was manifesting meeting me in college. I asked her what she did these 2-3 weeks. She told me only college and home, and occasionally met one of her friends, and yet didn't see anyone. I asked her once when she called me to check in on me if she was seeing anyone. She called me crazy and said she was just focusing on herself. I had a sleepover at her house. I woke at 5 a.m. and had a very strong gut feeling to check her phone. My gut was right. She saw that guy and also made out with him. I was numb. I packed my stuff and left her house. Ghosted her for 3 days. Also had my midterms during that time. Just wanted to be left alone until she came to my house with a friend. I agreed to meet her. She was furious that I went through her phone and turned this whole thing on me. She gave excuses that her ex passing away made her do this and whatnot. She swore she didn't sleep with him and it was a mistake. She just wanted to take her frustration out. She didn't talk to me for 2 days and agreed to meet me after a party she went with her 2 friends. This party is important, as you will see ahead in this story. I waited for her at a location at 2 a.m. while she was coming back. She didn't meet me and gave a reason that her friends wanted to go to another party. It was getting late, so I went home. We kind of sorted it out, but I was not over what she did. We had one big fight in November and I broke up with her. November and December were the best months for me. I was focusing on myself. I had lost like 5 kilograms and reconnected with my old friends until I get a call from her. I did receive a few messages from her, but I kept it short and didn't reply to some. She sounded very distressed and was pleading me to meet her. I did. She broke down and told me that those 4-5 weeks were horrible to her. Something happened with her friends and the project she spent a month working on got rejected, and she got 3 backlogs even though she completed her work sincerely. I was the only person she wanted to meet. I comforted her and took her out to eat. This was strictly platonic. She invited me to her house next day. IDK what happened, but yeah, we slept. She told me to meet her at a cafe. She asked me to be her boyfriend and deleted all her dating apps and removed her exes. She told me she worked on herself, solved what was wrong with her. I wanted to laugh but controlled myself. She was crying and literally begged me to give her one final chance. I asked her if she saw anyone during the break. She swore on her mom she didn't meet anyone. I trusted her. IDK, but I agreed to a proposition. December was the best month we both had. She was madly in love with me. She still is. We went out every day and never once had an argument. I saw she regretted everything and would apologize frequently. She went to to her hometown for a few weeks and we did long distance. Everything was going good until it wasn't. Again, I had a strong gut feeling, but this time I told her she was gonna open her phone. She was hesitant but agreed. We were back to square one. A guy was pestering her to meet him and flirting with her. She was entertaining him but didn't flirt back. He crossed a line when he called her babe. She didn't reply back but just liked his message. Party that she went to with her friends. Yes, she didn't go to a party but was on a date with a guy. The best part, she slept with him that night while I was waiting for her at 2 a.m. She promised me I was the only guy she slept when she came back for college initially and no one else. It would be very long what I'm feeling, but yeah, I kinda checked out. She on the other hand was beyond repair. She begged and told me after December that I was the only guy she talked to and didn't cheat. She's crazy for me, gives me her updates 24/7, always initiates things. I on the other hand am numb, have become very toxic. I see she's trying very hard. I fight with her every week. We both say very hurtful things, me being more toxic. She's trying very hard to fix this. Also, her mom wants to meet me. Apparently I'm the first guy she's introducing to her mother. Again, don't know how true this is, and she's very eager to meet me. I do love this girl very much. I haven't told this to anyone as my friends and close family know about her. Also don't want them to judge her. She really is a good person. During break was with me when I was in the hospital the whole day and took care of me while no one from my family came. She was the only one there. The explanation I got was that she was going through a phase and didn't want to unload it on me. She wanted to use those guys to get better. Apparently they were using her too. She told me if she had told me the truth, I would have just left her. I would have TBH and didn't want to lose me, so she kept it hidden. Another explanation was that we weren't committed and always fighting. She did those things while she was single. I just need an outside opinion as I haven't told anyone about this. Sorry for the long post.